Hi guys, thanks for stopping by my channel. Today's video we're taking a look at my Japanese coloring book collection. I've been doing some collection videos lately and I just did one on my entire Korean coloring book collection. So if you missed that one, I'll put a card in for it and you can check it out. I actually forgot one of my Korean coloring books. That video I kept ending it like 3 times because I kept finding more Korean coloring books, but I actually missed this one and it's a really good one, so I wanted to share it with you, so I decided to just stick it in here before we get into our Japanese coloring books. This one is called The Mysterious Library. This is a really pretty coloring book. It is a very sought after coloring book as well, so it is hard to find. I did look it up on Amazon to see if there was any copies available to let you guys know about, and there does seem to be a few. When you look this up on Amazon, the first listing comes up as it being $104, which is crazy. But there are some more sellers underneath selling it for a little bit more reasonable price, although they are probably not in like perfect condition. I think they were like acceptable or good condition. So, but this is one of my favorite books. Even though I did forget about it, I did mention in my last video I have to move, so I'm in the process of packing away my books, and I might have even packed away some of my other books that are Japanese maybe, but I don't think I did. But I think this is everything I have. It's not that many, not as many as my Korean coloring books. So our first book we're going to take a look at now. We're into Japanese coloring books. This one is not, I don't know if I would really consider this a coloring book. I guess so. But it is Japanese and it is a book for coloring. But this is, when I translate it, it translates to Showa Note B5 Joanna. So I think I got this from Mercari, or Mercari, however you pronounce that website. And these are very inexpensive. I think you could get them on Amazon Japan too for not that much money. They're cute, like a little pocket kind of coloring book. This one in particular I don't think is available anymore, but I have seen a lot of similar kind of themed ones, newer ones. I think that one's a little bit old. That's probably why it's not available anymore. And then this one is Magical Coloring Museum. A lot of these books have dust jackets, and the cover itself has a really nice, like they don't skimp on the inside cover, kind of like a nice little surprise. A lot of books that have dust jackets usually just blank on the inside. This one I think is very similar to the one we took a look at in my Korean coloring book collection by Borley, the one that was called Cat and Me, I think, yeah. And where there's some colored images, some colorfulness to the background images that you have to color. This is more of a storybook type of coloring book, I think. And it is in English, so we can read it. I can read it. But basically the story is about, I think, a brother and a sister that turn into cats. It's kind of like a psychedelic type of experience, I think, these two little kids go through. Like a little bit Alice in Wonderland-esque. This one says, "Hey sis, something is growing out of your head." It's growing mushrooms out of their heads. Very interesting. Next up is this one. This says Classic House, 9 rooms for dolls. When I translate it, it comes out to like this stuff over here. Says luxury time for adult woman, Dollhouse. I think this actually just an English version just got released of this book not too long ago. That's available on Amazon. So I'll put the link for the English version if I find it. This might be a little bit more easier to purchase, but I did get this on Amazon Japan, and I do think it's still available there too. But if you're in the US, probably the English version will be a little bit more affordable, I think. So, yeah, this is really cute. It has some dollhouse things you can cut out in the back, make kind of like little dioramas. This is the house of rabbits, miniature goods, flower shop, but it's really cute. I think I started to color one page in here and I messed it up, so I think I gave up on working on it. A long time ago, I think I got that book. This one is Victorian Fantasy Collection. I do think this is the English version of this book. There is also a Japanese version, which I think it's like almost identical from what I can tell. But I do think I ordered this from Amazon US. I don't think I got this from Amazon Japan. But the artist is Japanese. And it originally came out in Japan and then subsequently an English version. Kind of steampunk images alongside some fantasy story elements too. Next up I have this one called Colors Make You Happy. You might notice I'm not mentioning the artist names. It's probably because I don't know, it's too hard for me to pronounce, but if you can't visually see them, or if I don't put them in the description and you're interested, just let me know and I'll tell you who it is. I'll type it out for you. This is another one that has like a really cute cover on the inside. And I did get this from Amazon Japan. But I will see if you can get it through Amazon Global on the US site. It's got some different fairy tales depicted in here. Some cute animals like Little Mermaid, probably. Rapunzel. There are more by this artist I've seen before too. I think there is a postcard book that she makes too. Next up is this one by Rocco. Cosmic Mook is the publisher. A lot of times when I was looking for coloring books on Amazon Japan, I would type in Cosmic Mook because I know that they make a lot of different coloring books, so it's kind of like a good way to find some, because it's a little bit difficult when you go onto Amazon Japan just because of the language difference. So sometimes, yeah, I look up Cosmic Mook and a lot of them will pop up. So this is another one with a lot of different fairy tales. Did I mention the name of this one? When I translated it, it came out to The Mysterious World of Grimm Fairy Tales. Next up is Princess and Fairy coloring book, and this one is also by the same artist, Fantasy Coloring. I don't think I got this one from Amazon Japan, but maybe I did. But I think I might have gotten this maybe from like thrift books or something, or some other type of secondhand type of book place. I like these coloring books, like visually I like to look at them, but they're not really like something that I like to necessarily color in, just because of the thin lines. Not really my thing. When I first started coloring, I didn't really know what I liked, and I was just collecting coloring books just to collect them. And these are among my favorite books that I like to look at, but not necessarily color in. It's not really like my style of coloring. So I think that's probably why I have collected more Korean coloring books than Japanese coloring books or even Chinese coloring books, because it's not really necessarily what I like to color, but I do like to look through them. That's why I have them. I keep them in my collection. This one is Mysterious Planets. This is also, I believe, the English version of this book. I think this artist was originally in Japanese. This is also another one that's really cool and sought after. This has some interesting things in it. It has like this kind of tracing type of paper in between some of the pages. find this one kind of similar to the Mysterious Library book too. Similar in theme. There's a lot of different things to color in here. Let's take a look at what this. I think these are done by St. Martin's Press. I think, yeah. I think when the coloring book, before the big coloring book bubble bursts and it's not as popular anymore, and when it was really popular, like with the Joanna Basford type of era, I'll say, St. Martin's Press was putting out a lot of really good coloring books around that time. When did this come out? Does it say? Doesn't say. But, oh, in the back, December 2016, yeah. So I think that kind of was around the heyday of when adult coloring really was gaining popularity, almost 10 years ago. These have been done in a couple of different languages. These are the Japanese versions. I got these from Amazon Japan. And there's one more that I don't have, I think Symphony of Animals. I don't have that one, but these have been released in English versions. But word on the street is that the paper in those is not as nice as these Japanese version, and there's Dutch versions I think that are nice too. But I think you could still readily get this version. So if you don't have these books and you'd like them, I would probably recommend to try and get the Japanese versions or the Dutch versions even over the English versions. A lot of people have complained about the paper quality. So this is Minutes of Happiness in English. I really like these a lot too, even though I haven't colored in them. I think all of these books I haven't colored in. They're a little bit intimidating for me, but they are really cute animals. I like coloring animals. I don't really like to color animals too much just because the only kind of animals I would probably like to color is like a pig would be a good one for me to color. Kind of like things more like skin-like or yeah, more akin to skin. I would be better at coloring than fur. Or like maybe reptiles. I would be more down for coloring. This one, I think I might have shown this one to you guys in the previous video, but I'm going to show it to you again since it is part of my Japanese coloring book collection. I love this book. I really want to color in this book. But again, it's very busy, very busy coloring book, and I'm a little bit intimidated by this book to color in. But it is an adorable, different seasons. This one, I think, translates to Story of Precious Cats by Nelko Neko. And she does have another follow-up book after this, too, that I would like to get, but I don't know what it's called. I think it revolves around maybe like a girl and a cat, probably. Okay, so next up is another one that I have shown to you guys before, I know for sure in another video. But this is these are books by Chiaka Ida, My Colorful Town. This is the English version that I got secondhand, that had some pages colored. And I also got the Japanese version too, which is bigger and a little bit, the paper might be different too. Let me see. The English version is a little bit smoother. See, I got this from Thrift Books. And then this is the next book in the series. This is called Dream Room. And there might even be a third one in the series, maybe, that I missed. But I think this is supposed to be about the same girl. Instead of walking through the town, she's going through different rooms. The rest of my books here that I have, they're all by Erie, romantic, country related. The first three I have are the English versions. I don't think after this romantic country series I don't think she has put out any more, or no more English versions have been published since these three. These two are still published, I think. So these two are really easy to find. Who are they published by? St. Martin's Press, or yeah. So those are easy to find. The third one is not published anymore in English by St. Martin's Press. So you can get this though. Amazon Japan has it, the third one. I got this from, where did I get this from? Book Outlet, yeah. Got that one from Book Outlet. And this one, well, so all the rest are Japanese versions. This one is called World Legend, Journey to a Magical Country. I do recall having a video going through this and doing translations of what all the stories were. Because in the back of all of her books, she has kind of like a glossary, I think, back here that tells you what the stories are, I think. Or maybe in the beginning. Yeah, in the beginning, these are all explanations of what each page is. So I think I did translate that in a video. This one is called, these are like loose translations. Again, I just want to mention that. These are what I get when I look through Google Translate. And this one translates to World Fairy Tale Beyond the Story. I think this is one of my favorite ones of hers. I like this one a lot. And the next one I'm going to show you. I did color. Oh, look, finally a colored page. I'm going to show you guys what I did in here. I did this one, Wizard of Oz. That's a really old page I did. What the inside cover looks like. Let's see what the inside cover looks like for this one. Is there stuff on the back? Yeah, there's even a picture on the back. Do they have that for the English versions? Yeah, the English versions have pictures on them too. Let's see. This one translates to World Heritage, A Journey Through Time. So I think these are different times in history, probably. A little bit of coloring I did there. And these ones that are really busy very much intimidate me. I get scared or I get overwhelmed. So I already have enough troubles finishing, like when I start doing a portrait. Maybe when I get settled in my new place, I'll be able to do a little bit more coloring. And this one I just did a flip through of this one. When I translated this one, it comes out to Magical Country, Laura Mia. And then, like, I forget what this part says. I didn't translate that. But I do have a flip through on this one, not too far back. And I think I'm just missing one book from this collection of Erie. I do have this book. I think I must have packed it away already. But you see, these are all the other ones. And I don't have this one. And I don't have this one. So I'm only missing this postcard book and this book. That came out right before this one. So I still have to get that one to complete my collection, because I know I have complete set syndrome. This one's a little bit smaller. I don't know why this one's a little bit different in size to the rest of the books. A little bit smaller. Is it the same publisher? Maybe it's a different publisher, even, possibly. But that's all I have. That's all I think I have for my Japanese coloring book collection. So I will, like I said, I'll put whatever links I can in the description for you guys to check out and see if you can locate any of these books that you're interested in. Again, if you have any questions for me, just let me know and I'll do my best to help you out in finding any information I can. And I hope you guys all have a really great rest of your day. Happy coloring, and I'll see you next time.